Hey Taurus, welcome to your second week of June reading, your extended reading. These are your cards from your monthly, and it talks about this the long-term security that you're building, making sure that it is something that is sustainable, and it's something that as you go through each day of your life, you are still able to show up, and it's not something that you just have to grin and bear, and by the time you get to the end of your life, you might have all of this security and all this wealth, but did you enjoy it? I think I had said in that reading, being mindful about feeling dead inside and guarding against that. So, paying attention to what you are doing to build your long term security, being something that is sustainable and something that you are able to get out of bed for every day and not feel like you've lost something or missed something. And so now that the week is here, I'm going to pull some more to see what you guys need to know for the second week of June. This might expand on this, it might be a totally different message altogether. Let's just see what else Taurus needs to know for the second week of June. Okay, the Eight of Cups. So this is talking about having to move away from something that you've already invested in. So you might have already begun to plant the seeds of something that you are hoping is going to grow into a long-term legacy of some kind. And maybe as you start to examine this and like, is this something that is going to bring me fulfillment? Is this something I'm going to be proud of personally at the end of my life, or is this going to be a stack of paycheck stubs? And you might be deciding, you know what, this might be enough money, this might be enough status or whatever it is, but it's not going to be enough for me. It's not enough fulfillment. It's just not going to be enough, and I have to rethink it and move towards something else. Six of Swords, yeah, so you have decided, whatever it is, maybe it had too much conflict in it. Maybe it was going to be draining your energy because of there's just some turmoil between people, a lot of friction, a lot of having to make hard decisions, stress. There it is, stress. It's just stressful. And you're like, okay, so where can I move towards something that is not going to bring me so much stress day after day? Because that is what's going to drain it out of me, what's going to drain my energy. So you're, walking away from something that you thought was going to be this and realizing, I want something more, I want something better, and moving. And the reason you're not feeling like that's going to be it is because of all of the conflict that's going to be draining your energy. And so you're like, okay, where can I move towards that's going to leave me some of my energy for some of the things I want to do at the end of the day? I don't want to come home from work so tired and so crabby and so miserable that all I do is watch TV. I want to be able to still have my energy for my things at the end of the day or on the weekend. So Five of Swords, this is going to be talking about that short-term thinking. If you are thinking like, oh, this makes me a great paycheck here right at the start, great, so I can really, if I do this for so many years, I'll have all this money. But are you thinking about, oh, if I do this for so many years, how am I going to feel? If I do this for so many years, what's going to be left of my soul, right? So there is a sense of maybe having to look at your long-term mindset, not so much around physical things, but around your spiritual things and around the totality of what your life amounts to and not just what your portfolio amounts to. This is probably terrible financial advice. The Emperor reversed. And so you're really wanting to feel in your authority. I feel like you don't want to always be subject to working for someone else. I do feel like you want to be in the driver's seat of your own life. I feel like you want to make the calls. I feel like you want to be in charge of where you are, when you are. You want full autonomy, and maybe you're realizing that anything short of that isn't going to be enough. Anything short of that is going to drain your energy. Anything short of that is going to take from you. The Ten of Wands, yeah, anything short of that is going to be too much burden on you. Anything short of that is going to be too heavy to carry. With the Emperor in reverse and the Ten of Wands, it feels like you're carrying a whole lot of other people's crap, and none of it is anything that matters to you. So what matters to you? I'm sorry, my card's not wanting to come out. These here are really heavy. These show you being like, no, I can't do that for very long. You might be able to do it in the short term. You might be able to work like this for a summer job or work like this over, a seasonal thing. But you're going, where am I in 5 years? That age-old question. In 5 years, My bank account will be here, but where's my soul going to be? The Tower in reverse. So I'm feeling a little bit of fear about striking out on your own. The Tower in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. There is a fear of being that much in control, because that means there's no one else to blame when things go wrong, and having to examine your ideas around security and whether they come from someone else. And so think about this: if you're working for someone else, if you're working in a big giant company with concrete walls and establishment or whatever, that seems like the safer thing to do, and for a lot of people it is. I'm not saying it isn't, but those companies fall too, and that kind of security is an illusion. And people in huge giant companies that have all the job security in the world they will still end up on the street, because that company could still go under due to, you know, whatever kind of circumstance. And so is that really security, or is having something that is all you, all under your control, more? Is it? I don't know. It's risky. So this isn't really telling you what that is, but it is asking you to re-examine your philosophy around that, re-examine your is reality versus illusion around that. What is security to you? What is worth giving up for that security? What is not worth giving up for that security? What does giving up towards that security actually mine out from you and hollow you out and make you less secure overall? And what matters to you? That's what you need to be really thinking about right now. What matters to you? Okay, so that's what I have for you this week, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you.